Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets hidden within corporate filings and spill all the tea. Today we're diving into J&J Snack Foods. Corp's latest report expecting to find out if they're bringing home the sweet success or if their snacks are a little stale in the market. Get ready to understand the real story behind their numbers because we are about to slice through the jargon and get down to business. Alright, so J&J Snack Foods Corp, they just dropped their current report for the 17th of November 2025. Now, this isn't a deep dive into every single thing that happened at the company, but it is primarily focused on one key area telling us about their financial performance over the last fiscal year. Think of it as the company giving us the scorecard for how well they did. This report lands on the 17th of November, and it is talking about their results up to the 27th of September of 2025. So it is a look back at their entire fiscal year, giving us a pretty good snapshot of where they stand financially. It is all about their operational results and their financial condition. This part is the heart of the report. It tells us that J&J Snack Foods Corp put out a press release on the 17th of November sharing their financial results for the fourth quarter and the full fiscal year that ended on the 27th of September 2025. So basically they're announcing how they performed financially all year long. Now the legalese here saying this information isn't officially filed for certain sections of the law is a bit of a technicality. For us, the everyday investor or observer, what matters is the information itself. They're telling us their financial story, and we are here to listen and understand what it means. They are giving us the numbers, and we are going to look at what those numbers are saying about the company's health. The most important piece of this particular filing is the press release itself. This is where the actual financial details for the fiscal fourth quarter and the full year are laid out. Usually these press releases will break down key figures like revenue, profit, earnings, per S-hair, and other important metrics that show how the company has been doing. It is the company's official statement on their performance. When a company releases its financial results, we're really looking for trends and comparisons. Are they growing? Are they shrinking? Are they making more money or less money than last year? What are the main drivers of their success or their struggles? For J&J Snack Foods Corp, knowing their performance over the entire year will show us if they had a strong finish or if the whole year was a bit of a mixed bag. Think about it like this: if a company's sales jumped up significantly, it means more people are buying their products. If their profits are soaring, it suggests they are not only selling well, but they are also managing their costs effectively. On the flip side, if revenue is down or profits are shrinking, it could mean they are facing tough competition, dealing with rising costs, or their products are not as appealing to consumers as they once were. We need to see the actual numbers from that press release to really get a feel for J&J Snack Foods Corp's performance. Are they hitting their targets? Are they beating expectations? Or are they falling short? This is where we can start to see if their business strategy is paying off in terms of dollars and cents. Looking at a company like J&J Snack Foods Corp, which is in the consumer staples sector, we would expect a certain level of stability. People always need to eat snacks. So we're not necessarily looking for explosive growth like you might see in a tech company, but rather consistent performance and a steady hand. However, even in stable sectors, companies can face challenges. Maybe their competitors have introduced a new popular product, or maybe there are shifts in consumer tastes away from their specific snack offerings. The numbers in the press release will tell us if J&J Snack Foods Corp is keeping up with these changes or if they are falling behind. For example, if their revenue growth is slower than the overall market for snacks, that is a sign they might be losing market share. If their profit margins are shrinking, that could mean their costs for ingredients or labor are going up and they are not able to pass those costs on to consumers without hurting sales. We will also want to see if there are any specific product categories that are doing particularly well or poorly. Sometimes a company might be performing well overall, but a specific segment could be a drag on their results, or conversely a star performer could be lifting the entire company. This level of detail is usually found in earnings reports and analyst calls, but the initial press release is our first look. Ultimately, when we review a report like this, we are trying to answer one fundamental question: is this company a good investment or not? The financial results are a huge part of that answer. They give us concrete evidence to support our conclusions and help us make informed decisions. We are not just looking at the headlines, we are digging into the details to see the real financial story. J&J Snack Foods Corp, commonly referred to by its ticker symbol JSF, has its common stock listed on the Nasdaq Global Select Market. This means that their shares are traded publicly and anyone can buy or sell them. The fact that it is on the Nasdaq Global Select Market is generally a good sign, as it is one of the higher tier exchanges indicating a certain level of company size and financial health. This section tells us what documents are included with this report. The most important exhibit here is the press release itself. It also mentions something called the cover page interactive data file, which is essentially a digital version of the report that is easier for computers to read and analyze. For us, it is the narrative in the press release along with the numbers that really matter most. In conclusion, J&J Snack Foods. CORP's latest filing is all about shedding light on their financial performance for the past fiscal year. We have seen them announce their results in a press release, and now we, the observers, have the chance to dissect those numbers, understand their implications, and form an opinion on the company's direction. When we look at J&J Snack Foods Corp., through the lens of this report, we are assessing their ability to generate sales, manage expenses, and ultimately deliver profit. Their direction seems to be focused on consistent performance within the snack food industry. The strengths lie in their established presence and the essential nature of their products, meaning people will likely continue to buy them even in tough economic times. However, a key weakness could be a lack of significant innovation or an inability to adapt quickly to changing consumer preferences for healthier or more exotic snack options compared to competitors. A notable opportunity would be expanding into new markets or developing product lines that cater to current health trends. A risk could certainly be increased competition from both established players and nimble startups, and also rising costs of raw materials and labor impacting their profit margins. My assessment is that J&J Snack Foods Corp. Likely operates in a stable but competitive environment. While they are a reliable player in the snack market, they will need to continually monitor consumer trends and competitive actions to ensure they do not become stagnant. Investors should look closely at the detailed financial results within the press release to see if they are demonstrating growth and profitability or if they are merely treading water. Without seeing those specific numbers from the press release, it is hard to give a definitive number-based analysis, but the filing signals they are reporting on their core financial results, something every investor will want to see. Alright, that is our breakdown of what this J&J Snack Foods Corp. filing is all about. What is your take on their financial reporting? What do you think these numbers will reveal about the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.